Hello, Essex football players, families, and friends. Obviously, 2021 is going to look a lot different for Essex football. The coaching staff is, without question, going to be different. And so we still wanted to take the opportunity to celebrate all of our awesome, extraordinary seniors in the class of 2021 who made extraordinary contributions to the Essex football program, and just to celebrate them for being awesome human beings who are going to do amazing things as they go off into the real world and into their adult lives. So what we're going to do, since we are still in some ways restricted from having a normal banquet, is to release videos on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter with an image or two for each senior to celebrate these people, these amazing people, for who they are and what they did for Essex football. So enjoy. Number 2, Tom Hoffman is our first graduating senior. Tom came to us as a sophomore and immediately showed really incredible athletic ability, and we wanted to use him right away for that reason. And he was up with varsity. He contributed a bit as a sophomore, but he really came into his own as a junior. He started both ways, good special teamer for us, and then as a senior, obviously, it being 7-on-7, Tom did everything he could to contribute in any way that he could. My memory of Tom is really going to be based on his 12-month commitment to getting better. He was really a role model for that. He would often stay after practice with Walker and always looking to get better. So he's playing college football, and that's just, it shows you that commitment pays off. So we're really proud of Tom. We're going to miss you in this program. Number 6, Sam Bowen, graduating starting quarterback as a junior and senior, came to us as an 8th grader. He played offensive tackle and defensive line, wanted to make that transition, and it was very easy for us to tell right away that he just threw such an effortless ball, and we knew we would need to take advantage of that as he worked his way through his 4 years in high school. So as a sophomore, we started making sure he was getting some reps during varsity games so that by his junior year, he would be the guy, and he was. And we weren't sure if he was going to be able to run the ball. And once he started doing that pretty much all on his own, we decided that this is a two-dimensional quarterback. And once we got to that point, he was really effective, not with the ball in his hands, whether he was throwing or running. Beyond that, he was a captain for us this year, and obviously strong leadership ability, great teammate, very coachable. We're excited to see what he does in his future. Congratulations, Sam. Good luck to you. Number 9, Chris Davis, graduating wide receiver and outside linebacker / free safety. There's been a ton that's said over the past 3-4 years about how good of a football player Chris is, certainly how good of a lacrosse player he is. Won all kinds of awards. Max Preps a couple years ago named him the state of Vermont's best junior football player. So he has all kinds of accolades that way. Arguably one of the best receivers Essex football certainly has ever had, and just a freak athlete, incredible athleticism, and that's probably why he's playing Division I lacrosse next year. But he is an even better person, an outstanding leader. And I am so proud that I got to work with somebody like this, and we had somebody like this leading the Essex football program. It was a pleasure. I hope we impacted him positively because he impacted us positively. Congratulations, Chris.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Number 24, Tyler Shedd, came to us as a senior. I actually didn't know much of Tyler until he came out this year with it being 7-on-7, and he wanted to run around and catch some footballs. And he did a really good job integrating himself into the team culture and got along well with everybody. And it was just nice to see him working himself in there. He wanted to be involved, and he was able to produce. And granted, it wasn't a normal year of football, but in our 7-on-7 concept that the state of Vermont utilized this year, he caught a ton of passes, had some touchdowns, really involved in practice. So it was great getting to know Tyler. Again, hopefully he's happy that he came back to football, and we're happy that he came back to Essex football. And good luck in your future, and congratulations on finishing out your senior year.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Number 32, Will Kuchar. I'm so happy came back to football as a sophomore. We missed him when he was a freshman, and he decided he wanted to come back. And almost immediately, you could tell he was going to be a really good football player. As a sophomore, he found a way to contribute at the varsity level toward the end of his sophomore season. And then as a junior, I think he was probably one of the best outside linebackers in the state. And we were so excited to see him move into the middle for our defense this past season. But of course, it was 7-on-7. And so he didn't really get to show that. So he came out and played a little bit, had some fun, had an interception for a touchdown. So still made the most of his senior season. But I really enjoyed working with Will and getting to know him. Such an awesome person, great teammate, great leader, and will do awesome things in the future, I'm sure. So congratulations, Will. So happy to get to know you over these years.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Number 42, Elliot Dye, who came to us as a sophomore, who worked really hard over the 3 years that he was with us, wanted to find a way to contribute in whatever way that he could. And obviously, I think he was probably a little bit disappointed that this year ended up being 7-on-7. But he did find a way to contribute, certainly on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, what impressed me most about Elliot was his willingness to get involved in every single drill and every single look on the practice field, which obviously helped make him a better football player. And he was always one of the kids who would show up to those summer workouts, and you could just tell he really, really wanted to impact the program. And over 3 years, I can say with fair amount of certainty that he absolutely did. He was a role model for what effort looks like and what commitment to getting better looks like. And we're really excited that he's going to be able to apply those skills and that experience to his future. So good luck, Elliot. Number 44, Jeff Del Treco. Jeff worked hard for 4 years, and as a junior, he didn't get the playing time that he wanted. He was probably just behind the starter on both sides of the football, and so he worked his butt off. There was no question about that. He came into his senior year in the best shape of his life, and he probably was one of the most disappointed people in terms of it not being a normal tackle football season. The fact that it was 7-on-7 probably was infuriating to him. But he came in great shape and wanted to contribute. And throughout the season, we moved him around on defense. He did a great job adjusting. And he had a ton of receptions and several touchdowns in the 7-on-7 concept. So he was one of our key contributors on offense, and also a great person, a great teammate, a leader for sure. And he positively impacted Essex football. We're looking forward to seeing what he does in the future.
I'd like to take a moment to say thank you, congratulate, and honor Ethan Fuller, who was a 4-year member of the Essex High School Hornet football team. Ethan grew tremendously over those 4 years as a player, ending in a senior season which none of us expected, but in which he became a pass catcher and a pass defender. And what an outstanding job he did as our senior captain representing the big skill group in that season. Ethan also was an all-state center his junior year, in which he was our center for every offensive snap we had that year. Ethan is dedicated, hardworking, and just an incredible young man who it was a real honor and pleasure to have worked with over his 4-year career. I know he'll do great things in life, but I'm really, really proud to have said that Ethan made an incredible impact on the Essex Hornet football program. Thank you, Ethan. Good luck, and enjoy the summer before your college career begins. Congratulations, Nick Payson, on being a 4-year member of the Essex High School Hornets football program. What an outstanding career you had over your 4 years of growing your skills and just being an incredible young man to be around. He was an offensive and defensive lineman who really blossomed as a junior and earned a lot of playing time at the varsity level. We were so looking forward to Nick's senior season. And then turned out that Nick became an outstanding pass catcher and pass defender, scoring multiple touchdowns in many games, and really kind of having fun as a 7-on-7 football player. Nick was an incredible joy to coach. It was so much fun to have him as part of our program, and I only wished his senior season could have been one in which we could have seen him blossom as both a blocker on the offensive line and a defender as a defensive end. It was just a great job by Nick to grow his skills as a football player, and we're so going to miss him, but wish him great luck in everything that he does as he moves forward in life. Thanks, Nick, for incredible 4 years. Good luck, and I'll miss you.